Hello, everybody. Welcome to Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day, day 752. Hey, Luna, how are you doing? In case you don't know who this is Luna. And in case, Luna, you don't know what this is my live streaming series where I eat a sheet of paper a day to test out the human body's resilience over an extended period of time to poisonous substances like paper. Did you know that a lethal dosage of paper is 1011?
No.
I'm getting there. Day 752, which is 750
You eat
sheets of
paper?
Yeah, no, I have been for a long time. I took a small break, but I'm back now. Here, let me demonstrate how it's done. So you gotta crumple it up. Think of it like a horse pill.
Okay.
Also, how are you doing?
Good.
It's good. Class go well today?
Yes.
I was in class with you. Yeah, I can confirm it did go well. All right, Johnny, nice to see you again. Now, you're about to witness Luna's first instance of witnessing me eating paper. So, here. Got to make sure to, because the digestion doesn't happen through stomach acids, because paper is not affected by stomach acids. The real digestion and breaking down happens right in the mouth, right here. That's the key. All right. There we go. Just like that.
Oh my god.
And then you just keep going until the sheet's gone. And in the meantime, you can talk about, fun topics or things that you find important. For example, on the topic of acting, because I just got an acting class, just context for them. Daniel Day-Lewis is coming out of retirement. You know who he is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's such a good actor. He has very good capabilities of growing mustaches, but he's been living like a freaking bum the last 11 years. He's been walking around the streets of Los Angeles, very incognito, wearing a backwards baseball cap, completely out of character. And I think that's just him warming up to play a new character. And he unveiled that he's coming out of retirement, you see, and he's going to be starring in his son's movie or something. It's a Nepo baby thing, but I feel like this is the only circumstance in which I can tolerate Nepo baby bullshit. So just after M. Night Shyamalan's daughter made one of the worst movies ever this year, I'm a little rough towards stuff like that, but I understand. Well, here, get ready to see it again. There you go. Your monologue was pretty good, by the way. What are your...
Yeah. There's soda?
It's interesting, yeah, because the weighties, so there's an assignment we're doing where we have to select Shakespearean sonnets, but it makes it super easy because I just asked Siri to name a random number between 1 and 153, and it actually picked, I believe, let's see which one I have pulled up right now. It's number 78.
Wow.
Right? And so here, so oft have I invoked thee for my muse, and have found such fair assistance in my verse. Also, I've never read this before, so I have no idea what this is all about. As every alien pen, Shakespeare knew about aliens?
Wow.
Now that's crazy. As every alien pen got my use, and under thee their poesy dispersed. Poesy, I assume, it's the root word poe, so I'm going to guess that's poetry related. Thine eyes that taught the dumb on high to sing, and heavy ignorance aloft to fly, have added feathers to the learned's wing, and given grace a double majesty. Frickin' 1700s people, man, they couldn't talk right. Yet be most proud of that which I compile, excuse my language, whose influence is thine and born of thee. In others worse, thou dost but mend the style. In arts with thy graces graced be. Graces graced be. I'm gonna understand the meaning.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm sure it does if I were to spend 20 years carefully studying Shakespeare and getting my own PhD and basing my entire life off studying Shakespeare. People do that.
Wow.
As thou art all, my art and dost advance as high as learning my rude ignorance. I like that. Well, I'm guessing that's just him being meta about making art, right? He's talking about alien pens, which is really weird, but it's just him talking about his writing process. So that's kind of cool. Out of all of the sonnets I could have gotten, I got the one about writing a sonnet.
Yeah.
So it's about, because normally these last two lines, that's like the thesis of the sonnet. I always like how he structured those. Thou art. Oh, you see, he did the wordplay too. Thou art, and then all my art, and okay, I see how it is. Trying to confuse us on purpose, Shakespeare. As high as learning. Yeah, so it's like art is created through ignorance, but also it can solve ignorance. I don't know. That's just my very loose, very, very amateur interpretation of that. Also, we're going to see how good the live stream is through a viewer's perspective, because just because it looks good here doesn't mean it looks good, on YouTube, because sometimes it'll skip frames and it'll look and sound like crap and the resolution will be like 2 pixels. I want to see if this is feasible because I'm trying to live stream just kind of anywhere.
So I'm guessing you're going on Friday, like to present the donut or something.
Yeah. We're gonna see how it goes. At work, I'll have to watch it back. You see, this is why you get a whole new group of people whenever you change times, because all the people who would be here late at night watching my streams normally, and I've been doing it like this for years, they're not used to this. You see, this is like a freshwater fish being dumped in the ocean. It's weird for them. So, Harsh Vardan Tiwari. No way, bro. You're no way, bro. I don't know who you are. I've never seen you before unless you changed your name. There was like 3 guys in the paper stream who would change their names like 3 different times, and the only way I would know it was the same guy is he would have his main bit. He would just spam the Samsung fridge paragraph. That's how I know. I'm doing a dab sesh. Yeah, no, you do seem really busy. Unless, I'll leave you to your private business. What's up, Brian? Hello, Ian. It's great. There's 3 pixels in your profile picture, but I can still recognize that it's you. I really appreciate the framing of your profile picture. This is Luna. Say hi. Also,
Hello.
She knows Aragon, who is your friend. So, he's a jolly fellow, very introverted. I feel like he should speak more. Every time he talks, I feel a little jiggle in my tummy. I just get excited. So, I wish Aragon would talk more, but it's okay. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, Aragon is interesting because sometimes he comes late too.
Yeah, I know. Him and I, we're twinsies.
Oh.
Him and I. Well, no, we're not genetic twins, but we often come to class late in sync. Also, when he doesn't show up, that's when he often has to perform. So I assume he's nervous. I always feel bad. I'm like, oh, poor guy.
And you do have a little sister or something.
Yeah, I do. I got her. Her name's Raina, I think.
Raina?
Yeah. She's very sweet. She's also very introverted. She needs to chill out. She, her being in that acting class, that might give her cardiac arrest. So yeah.
I guess Raina goes to different school.
She does. Yeah, I know. She's 17. She's about to go into community college. She might be around here. So if she ever notices, say, a nice little shit stain on a wall, that might just be me. She might see a little bit of me stained on every building here. I did poop behind a building here once. It was years ago. I was in middle school at the time. So.
In theater, like everybody's talking about you eating a sandwich in the bathroom.
Yeah, they can't. Okay, so I ate a sandwich in the bathroom once. I did it one single time, and that's just because it was an emergency situation. I had to poop and pee, which, peeing takes 5 minutes, pooping takes 20 minutes. That's 25 minutes. I'm not going to wait 25 minutes to eat my sandwich. I'm hungry now, man. I'm not going to eat also while there's poop waiting to come out. Because, you see, the more I eat while I need to go, it'll make me feel the push a lot worse, and that'll accentuate the hell tenfold, you see? So the way I think about this, I had to combine the two. I made it do it in a sanitary way. I made sure to wash my hands first, and I washed the soap off so I wouldn't get myself a soapy sandwich. That'd be gross. And I ate it, didn't dip it in the toilet water or anything like that. I didn't drop it on the floor. And then George walked in, my teacher, and then he just so happened to see me. And I'm like, I'm almost done with the sandwich. I am 3 bites away. And then he saw me. I saw the whites of his eyes. He continued to see my sandwich and me eating it in the bathroom. And in class, he will publicly call my ass out for eating a sandwich in the bathroom. And people are like, it's gross. And it's like, yeah, do you rub your fucking sandwich on the moisture on the bathroom floor? I don't think so. Me neither. So what's the issue, huh?
But George said that you were on crutches while eating a sandwich.
I was on the toilet?
No, crutches.
Okay, that is true. I was on crutches, but I tactically had only one crutch being used, and I had the other crutch was leaning on the bathroom wall. Sandwich in one hand, crutch in the other. I was hopping and eating, and I don't think that makes it any
It seems
less
very uncomfortable.
It was, yeah. My leg is goofed up. I'm hungry, and I need to poop. Like, how am I going to get myself out of this calamity? And you can't, get myself out of a pickle without breaking a few pickle jars. That's the way I think about it. I was in a pickle, and in order to get myself out of the pickle, I had to break a couple pickle lids. And that pickle lid was George not knowing that I'm a fucking psychopath who eats a sandwich in the bathroom.
Yeah, and everybody's just like talking about that when you are not sometimes you're absent and everybody just talk about.
Dude, you know who's not here? Fucking sandwich bathroom guy, Mr. Sandwich Bathroom Eater over here. Yeah, they That's fine. You know, it's okay. I'm sure it's not in a, like a absolute mean
Yeah,
way, but
but
if it's in a mean way, it's still funny though. Like it's still funny because it went from typical middle school, pushing and shoving to dude, sandwich bathroom guy. I feel like that's a lot more interesting for me.
yeah, but that's interesting how you met Professor in the bathroom. Right on exactly that time.
God really had a plan for me, didn't he?
Why don't you just say hi to Professor? And say,
I
"Hi,
did.
what's up?
No, I did. I was like this. I was like, flush. Hey man, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, what the professor said, I didn't hear.
No, he couldn't deal with it. He was standing there and he was watching me hobble around eating my sandwich while the toilet was flushing, and he went there and went, "Oh, hello," and then he left. And then from that point forth, he was never not jubilant about making fun of me eating my fucking sandwich in the bathroom. I'll never live that down. Part of my burp.
Yeah.
Linguini 15, how are you doing? Caden's in Spanish class. Here, Caden, put it on speakerphone first. I assume this is on your phone. I'll wait. Okay. I can talk to your Spanish class now. Make sure to turn the volume all the way up.
You can talk to Spanish? Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Hey, hola. I'm Brian. I took Spanish once too, about 4 years ago. I failed it, but not to worry because I retained a couple of words.
Wow, I want to hear you speaking Spanish.
Yes, yo soy a pudar, me comer sandwich o, and in bathroom o. Oh wait. What's the Limpiar's work? What's the Spanish word for bathroom?
I don't know.
Hey Siri, what's the Spanish word for bathroom?
I found 2 results in Spanish.
Bano. All right. Me comer sandwich o in Bano. Ask your freaking Spanish teacher if that was accurate. Well, Caden, you're a little tiny teacher already. You already know. Well, no, seriously, I hope that got broadcast to the entire class. Thanks, Caden. For real, bathroom sandwich is just the evolution of shower beer. My dad once had shower beer. That's why he got divorced the first time.
What's a shower beer?
Shower beer is when you drink a beer in the shower, and it's supposed to, because they often infuse beer with citrus and lemons and stuff, and it takes it to a whole other level where there's vapor from your body, and it infuses your beer with the natural scent of man.
Oh my God.
Doesn't that sound delicious?
Yeah.
They all heard that's good.
Is it good right now? You're eating in paper?
I mean, it tastes the same as it always has. Tastes mildly salty, just 2% bitter with a slight hint of sarsaparilla.
It was like this big paper that you just ate.
Yeah, I know.
You're done with it. I am so surprised about it.
I mean, hey, I previewed that in the class. I remember George's like, tell us one funny thing about yourself. And everyone's like, one time I got a zit on my ass. And I was like, oh yeah, I eat paper for a living.
Did you tell to the whole class? Because I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I do believe I did. Yeah, it was I believe the second or third class I was there.
Wow.
I remember when I would rant, it would go on for like 5 minutes, so people would kind of tune it out. But
and everybody was surprised. Like, well,
I think at some point most of them weren't. They were just like, oh, great, this guy again. But I totally understand. Shower beer feels normal. Thank you. I totally get it. I mean, it depends on how much body odor you have.
Wow, look at people saying like over here. Whoa.
If I only ever were in your stream one time, but I once remember writing a big ass comment with a bunch of buildup.
What does
really? I don't know what that. I assume that means there was a lot of paragraphs and you really put the effort in, meaning that you often don't get too many chances to come in here, and when you do, you make sure to make that one time count. I appreciate that. Thank you, Harsh Vardhan Tiwari. Notice that we here at the Paper Stream have a very racially diverse audience here. We got Ian, who's probably very Caucasian, Linguini 15, Italian, Harsh Vardhan Tiwari, probably from the
is that a new person?
East Asian countries. Caden is Nigerian. We have somebody of every race here. McBurgerness, as seen in his profile picture, obviously he's an African gentleman. So everybody here is kind of just comes from different creeds, different races, different experiences, different regions. And even though there's language barriers and just differences in life experience, everyone can come together to watch me eat paper.
Oh yeah, you should since you know Spanish, you should learn Korean too. Did you not follow?
Not the first time. Here, give me a starter. Like how do you say hello in Korean?
Well, there's two ways to say hello if you're talking to like Professor George or something like that, like an adult or something like that.
I see. Okay, so it's
Yeah,
different between.
that's like informal for this one too, also.
So there is informal hello and there's a formal hello,
Yes.
and there's and it's. I mean, obviously in English there's kind of an insinuation, but there's no set rule. But in Korea, it's a lot more explicit.
Well, yeah, like for example, if I'm talking to Professor George over here, he's standing over here.
Yeah, let's imagine he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Professor George. Hey,
Yeah.
I'll never fucking live down the sandwich thing, all right? And I will never eat a sandwich again unless I'm really hungry, okay? But yeah, he's over there.
Yeah, and I would just say 안녕하세요, which is saying hello and very very respectful manner.
And that's here. Say that a little slower just so I can get it. I'm a little slow.
안녕,
안녕,
ha,
ha,
se,
sa, se,
yo.
yo.
And that song is like you can't really hear because of that song over there. Probably.
Yeah, wait for the leaf blower guy to go away. All right.
So you did pretty good. As 안녕,
안녕,
ha,
ha,
se,
se,
yo.
안녕 하세요.
Yeah, it's like five words.
Are there any syllables that should be enunciated more than others, or is it kind of just one big?
One big ample. And if
Oh crap!
like,
I forgot it already. 안녕 하세요.
yeah.
안녕 하세요.
So if I'm talking to like a friend or something like that, you're just saying 안녕. It's like 2 words.
No, that you see that indicates that it's it's not worth more
but
those extra syllables.
Yeah, but you always say like nice word to an adult. In Korea you always say it. You can't just say 안녕 or something like that, or to a teacher or something like.
If you're talking to your father-in-law, right? Or say you are meeting your landlord for the first time and she's interrogating you about a door that got broken off its hinges by your autistic daughter or something. You can't just go Anyang. Sorry about all that. It's fine. Just deal with it. I'm sure you can pay it. You seem very rich.
You know why you can't say 안녕 for to an adult? That adult is gonna say you have not really good at manner or something like that.
Yeah, they'll say you're slobbering. You're uncivilized.
Yeah.
No, I people get that often.
You know how you can learn Korean? You should do Duolingo. I do it like every single time.
Right. No, I had that app.
Duolingo?
Yeah, but I didn't realize that this is back when I had an Android phone years ago, and I realized I downloaded like some rip off of it, and it was giving me completely inaccurate information. It was like a scam app. It was weird.
And there you can learn a Korean like letter or something like that too.
Yeah, and that's another weird thing, right? Because the characters are completely different.
Yeah.
There's like a character for every word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here I'm missing out on some of the thing. The comment was just long, but had barely 25 words. I just kept that enter pressed.
Wait, what does that mean?
I don't know what that means. That's actually it. So I just kept that. So I'm guessing when you press the enter button, which means sending the piece
this
of live
button,
chat.
I think.
Yeah, it's like the return button. Yeah. No, bro, am straight.
And what does this
really
picture mean or something? The picture.
Which one? Oh, you mean the skull?
Yeah.
The skull picture?
Yeah.
I think that means that it's supposed to represent. I mean, there's 2 of them, so I assume it means Tweedledum and Tweedledee after the nuclear accident. But no, I think usually a skull signifies contempt, as in your point's dead to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I'm in the great land of Florida. That's also racially diverse. Johnny, we're getting somebody from everywhere. You're adding lots of variety.
You know that you should talk about they should also learn about Korean too, because Korean is pretty interesting language.
Yeah, a Floridian person who knows Korean, that'll actually split an atom. That's like an impossibility. It's like the 2 most opposite regions possible. So you should.
But
Rose
Spanish,
being poetic about eating paper. How can I not?
You know Spanish very well. So.
Well, thank you very much. I know exactly 5 words.
I exactly don't know how to speak Spanish.
No, I mean, if once I get past the first 5 words, I can't engage a conversation past that point. Hola, I eat a sandwich in the bathroom in Spanish. Translated. Okay, how do I continue the conversation?
How do you say I eat a sandwich?
Me comer el sandwicho or something like that. That's not.
Oh, look at this! More picture of it.
Bro's poetic about a skull. I mean, one thing that the 2 skulls could also represent is the duality of man. Also, possibly 2 testicles.
Yeah.
Especially because if there's a classic Italian phrase from 1990s movies, "You're breaking my balls," and if someone says something that's really stupid, then you're your balls are broken. The person who's listening, obviously. Now, I might be breaking your guys' balls, and the 2 skulls could represent the broken, destroyed
it's
testicles.
3 now. 1, 2, 3.
That's a lot of broken testicles. That's fucked up.
I guess this person like the emoji of skull or something like that. See?
Yeah, that's weird. That's maybe there's so many meanings to skull emoji and eating paper. We could go on for hours. But
anyway,
I finished eating my sheet of paper, so this is good. This
you should eat another one.
Yeah, I
see
know.
you on Friday.
I should
Bye,
eating
guys.
2 sheets of paper a day. Day 1. All right. Thank you, Luna, special guest, and that was day 752 of eating a sheet of paper a day. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow on day 753 of eating a sheet of paper a day. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time, this is goodbye. Wait, hold on 1 second. 3 skulls. I don't know what this means. You guys are speaking in tongues. I'm not exactly sure what the 3 skulls is. You guys are just communicating with each other. You're keeping me out. You're ostracizing me. You guys are jerks. The only Italian phrase I remember is chi 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 opa. That does not sound Italian. That sounds extraordinarily Chinese. Boing boing. You fucking liar. That's a Chinese phrase. That's how you say hello in Chinese. The 2 skulls has evolved, into a new form of punctuation due to TikTok-induced linguistic drift. Most overly poetic Redditor way of talking about the skull emojis I've heard today. All right, you just topped me, man. Well, okay. On that note, I'm going to leave the stream. Thank you very much. This is a very good trial period, I think, because people are actually responding to stuff that I'm saying. I think that means that they can hear me just fine, which means that the bandwidth here is not that bad. So, Mesa College Wi-Fi, congratulations, you passed the litmus test. And I think we're good. Lighting surprisingly great because I'm in the shade here. Just wait till I go in the sun. It's going to look like shit. Oh my god. Dimples, 10 of them per cheek. Oh my god, you see, this is why I'm always in the shade. There you go. Looks like puberty never happened. All right, goodbye. Hopefully you'll come back more often because, oh yeah, I forgot to say, people asked me last night what my schedule was. I'm going to try and have a schedule for eating paper a day, which, you can tell I got my priorities straight. But my plan is this. Am off. Hey, chill for a second. For 5 seconds, let me actually describe to you my schedule. So on weekdays, I'm going to try and do it at approximately the afternoon, maybe a little after, maybe like 1 or 2. But most of the time, it's going to be at around 12. That's when the streams are going to happen on weekdays. On weekends, it's going to be, late Adult Swim style nighttime streams, all right? We're going to get extra dirty. I'm not going to be in the presence of people at college. I'll be able to talk about things like penises and, Haitian genocide and tons of hot button topics that are too naughty for college campus, too cool for school. And then on top of that, I will also be trying to do you remember my daily Wikipedia article of the day thing that I did that I completely forgot to keep going? That is going to be weekly now, and I'm going to use OBS. We're going to do hopefully green screen live streams. I also might see if I can try and use OBS here because I feel like that might slow down the Wi-Fi, but honestly, I want to test and see how good this. I'm not going to stop pushing the limits until I have a disastrous stream with 2 frames a second where you can't hear anything and nobody watches it. Right? I mean, I hate having those streams, but I'm strangely accepting of a circumstance like that. I'm willing to let that happen. So, what else? I forgot what my final point was because I described 6 out of the 7 days of the week. Oh yeah, the 7th thing is on every 7th day, I believe on Sunday, we're going to do a rewind. I'm going to actually compile a list with notes of topical things because I think it's interesting to track what happens in the news. And I'm so preoccupied with school that I'm so out of the loop unless the most pressing of matters happens, right? All I have written down for this week is vice presidential debate, hashtag boring. And then 2, Daniel Day-Lewis announced he's coming out of retirement. 3, there was a saltwater taffy company in Florida that went bankrupt, which is very insignificant. I don't think anyone cares. No one eats saltwater taffy. It's not the 20s anymore. But just add gameplay along with you eating paper. That would get. Yeah, you see, I don't want to make sludge content though. I mean, I probably will in like 10 years, but I don't want to fast forward, man. I want to still have aspirations that I can just keep in more long form and not have to titillate people's senses every 2 seconds just to keep them engaged. That shit's Orwellian in nature. I don't want to do that. But we'll see. Okay, I've kept you far away from your half syllabus test at 5 a.m. long enough. That means you live in a completely different area than I do. Well, I mean, we already knew that. It's a very diverse group of people. I was just faking it for her, But yeah, I actually think that my group of viewers is a lot more diverse than I thought. So hey, credit to you, man. You're making me look real good, Mr. Tiwari. Well, okay, well, that was it. That was day 752 of Eating a Shit of Paper a Day. I will see you tomorrow. The end. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time, this is goodbye. The end.